You like Calvin Harris?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to name me 3 songs of Calvin Harris.
3 songs. Put me on the pressure. Summer. Oh, I've crumbled, mate. I've absolutely
10
crumbled.
seconds to go.
My mind's went absolutely blank.
I don't want to
Just delete that.
How you doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm not bad, man. Congratulations, success.
Thanks very much.
Into the Scottish leagues.
Aye.
Let's just talk about it. How was it?
Unbelievable, to be honest. Still feels like a dream come true. When we left the juniors to move over to Scotland, this was obviously the long-term plan. But to actually achieve it a few months ago was pretty special, and the celebrations after it were top-notch, to be honest. Really good.
How long did the celebrations go on for?
Days, mate, to be honest. Days. They just rolled in at each other. So we came back to Bonnyrigg after we clinched it at Cowden Beef, and the club put us up in the Masonic Hall along the road then for friends and family. Then we all kind of scattered from there and went along to the local pubs, and they were jumping. To be fair, it was some scenes. Then the boys went out on the Sunday as well, so there was a few hangovers on the Monday.
I can imagine. For you personally, job done or not finished?
First part of the job done. Obviously this was the main objective, but now we're here, we want to go and do as well as we can, and you never know what can happen.
When did it hit you that you are now going to be playing in the Scottish Football League?
Probably wasn't until last night, to be honest, because we had our annual team photo, and I was expecting it just to be our photographer. We came down and the Sun photographer was here, and they're doing a two-page spread on us on Saturday, and he had us doing all these poses out on the pitch, and we're up and outside the Calder with there shouting and screaming, "Come on the Rose!" and boys are kind of looking at what the hell's going on here, but that's just part and parcel now. I think with it being our first ever game in the leagues, I think the Sun wanted to report on that, so yeah, it was a little bit of a slog before training last night.
For me personally, I think that's beautiful, man. Honest to God, I know you personally. I think it's amazing what you guys have achieved and what you guys are going to go on and do. Now the test really starts when the season starts, right?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a hard league, to be honest. We've got Forfar at home on Saturday, who I believe finished second last year, made some good signings, so it's a tough start. But looking at the league, I can't see anyone running away with it. I think everyone's going to beat everyone will take points off everyone. So if we can put a run together, we're pretty good at home, so I hope that continues. And if we put a decent winning run together, you never know what could happen.
You mentioned the home park. We've made jokes about it and stuff. But I suppose in any league campaign, you have to win your home games.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, definitely.
And you make this place a fortress. I'm very confident you can do that. So going forward, do you think teams will be a bit worried about coming here?
I don't know why, because it's not the worst place to come. I've played at worse grounds than this, to be honest, and probably will play at worse grounds this season. The pitch is a decent surface. Yes, there's a bit of a slope, which I think is the first thing teams notice when they come here. But in general, the surface is pretty good. It's quite a small park. We normally get a decent crowd who are kind of right on top of the away team, so that might be why it's a little bit for fortress. And hopefully we can use that to our advantage again.
Jonny, you're captain, playing in this standard of football. Does it remind you of when you were younger? You know, what you used to do, being able to go up and down the pitch and stuff? I've
never been able to go up and down the pitch, to be honest, and I still can't. I'm quite fortunate in the position that I play. I don't have to run that much. The rest of the boys will tell you that, to be honest. I get a bit of stick for not moving as much as I maybe should, but the ball moves quicker. You know that yourself.
Exactly. Bonnyrigg Rose, the club, the community. What could you, as a captain and as well as the club, give advice to other clubs trying to follow your path?
Just go for it. I think there was a lot of teams humming and hawing whether to make that move or from the juniors. We were one of the first to make the decision, and a lot of them followed us at the same time. And look at us now. There's no holding back. Obviously, you've got to put the hard graft in off the pitch as well, which our board and committee and things like that they have done, to be fair, and they've got the ground looking a lot better and the foundations are in place. But more importantly, you need a successful team on the pitch if you want to go and progress, and we've been successful because we've kept a lot of the boys here over the last 5, 6, 7 years. Maybe other clubs have had a bigger turnover than us in players, and I don't know, I feel that's our biggest reason for success is we've kept the changing room together and we've built on something special.
Something special. How many goals can we expect from you this season?
From me? I'd be delighted if I got one, Bobby. I don't score many goals.
Well, final question. Part-time footballers playing senior football, okay? You said about working on and off the pitch and being hard. For you personally, how do you cope with maintaining your fitness?
I try and go to the gym now and again. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a massive fan of the gym, to be honest, but I realise that you've got to do a wee bit outside of football as well. We are only training twice a week, so I go now and again. Now at my age, I'm not going to lie, my legs are getting sorer after games, so trying to stretch a wee bit more.
Boring, eh?
Oh, I hate it.
So boring, isn't it?
I don't know why it's so boring, because you can actually just sit and watch your telly and stretch, but I hate it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to do that more often. I've invested in one of the massage guns, which seems a bit better, so just trying to look after the old legs as much as possible and just make sure that I recover as much as I can.
What's your water intake like?
My water intake? I do actually drink a lot of water, to be honest. I'm not one for fizzy juice or anything like that.
I know you don't drink coffee.
I don't drink tea or coffee. You did offer to buy me one, but I'll drink a lot of water, to be fair, so that can only be a good thing.
Last thing I will say, I wish you all the best. And I wish you all the success. Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. All the best to you as well in your show at the Fringe.
Thank you so much.